Hi guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, everybody. My name is Albert Tan from Download Silo. Today we're going to have a interesting session with Abhishek Anand of Mystrika. So how are you, Abhishek?
Well, I'm good, Albert. What about you?
Okay, I'm good too. So I'm actually excited to what I call host you because I know that you have put in a lot of effort to launch this Mystrika.
Yeah.
First, the name is very catchy, and I want to ask you first before I forget, why
Okay.
do you choose this name? Mystrika.
Okay. So, honestly, we were not finding a brand name. Nowadays, finding a .com with a somewhat brandable name is really, really difficult. We actually brainstormed for 2 days to find a brandable name, and then then we used ChatGPT to figure out brandable names, merged a lot of words together, and finally we landed on this one. And then our main product is mutant mail, right? So M was going good. Then it had Mystica had a feeling of magic in it, so we were like, okay, this seems quite good, easy to remember. So why not go with this?
Mhm. Yeah, actually, this is a very catchy name. So, I mean, I just tell you a similar name. So,
Mhm.
there is a housing developer. He named one of the project called Music Car.
Oh, oh, okay, okay,
Mystrika, Musika,
okay,
in my
okay,
area. So that's why
okay.
immediately I can relate. Oh no, Mystrika,
Uh,
music car, that kind of things. And your logo also have some what I call a secret one.
Actually, when we started, the logo was it a real piece of art. Okay, so then I outsourced it. I said we need a professional sort of a logo. Then we went for we got this wand, some sort of envelope, and some basically email and a combination of magic.
Okay, so much for this. I mean, side joke. So guys, I mean, welcome to this webinar session. And before I forget, kindly, give permission to this wave video to show your name and profile photo so that we can actually know who you are when you are commenting in the live chat.
Yeah.
So let me see who are in the stream. Oh, we have many people already. We have Aiman Bezal, Ray Mongji, Joginda, Salma, Ankit Dizit, Jaydeep, Sudit. Okay, good. So guys, we should start now. For those who just came in, we haven't started yet. We just do some warming up session. Just like email, you need to warm up. Before you get hot.
That is complete true. That is complete true.
Oh, okay. So for the sake of newcomer, so-called newcomer, first time who attend our webinar series, I would like to ask you some question, because some of them might not know you, Abhishek.
Yeah.
So Abhishek, can you tell us what is the history of your company and your background, in a few sentences?
Okay, so my background is into tech. I have led and developed teams across top 10 companies that includes Oracle, Intel, McAfee, you name it, all big guys. I have worked as software architect with these companies. I have developed softwares for them for years, around 14 years of experience in total, somewhere around that.
Mm-hmm.
And these softwares range anywhere from Java to big data and so on and so forth. All the high tech technologies that you hear about, I have worked for them in one form or another. Regarding the company was actually founded in US in 2021. I believe it was March 2021. We founded it, and we have been growing since then. We have launched what four paid products and three free products till now, and we might have one down the line this year as well. Yeah, so pretty much that's it.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I mean, most of us know that, you actually, I mean, launch a few products, in the past, this is the first one for this year. So you're going to have another one at the end of the year, I presume.
Pretty much. I cannot disclose the details, but that would be quite very interesting as well.
But I can guess it could be email related. Am I right?
It could be or it may not be, because we definitely want to touch all the different areas and see where we can keep on growing.
Okay. So guys, I mean, after today, you can also might be thinking that what is actually in his mind. What's next task he's going to what I call launch. So nevertheless, we should actually start. Looking at Mystrika, an email warming platform and also an outreach platform. So Abhishek, can you just go into your backend and show us how to
Yeah,
use this Mystrika to the fullest?
absolutely, absolutely. So let me share the screen.
Couldn't find your button.
Yeah. Yeah, it has been some time I used Wave. I have been using Villain, so all these guys have buttons at different places.
Yeah, here you go. The screen is shared.
All right. So at Mystrika, you basically start with the home tab, and the home tab is where you add your sending email addresses. Now, when I say sending email addresses, these are the email addresses which you will be warming up. Of course, it is up to you if you want to warm them up or you don't want to warm them up. So basically, Mystica has two separate independent systems. The first is the warm up system, and the other one is your cold mailing platform system. Okay, when I say cold mailing, it is the feature set is really in league with all the big cold mailing tools. All the top ones you can know about, we have the features for them. There is no doubt about that. So you start with the home system, home tab, which is the warm up system. As you see, I have a couple of email IDs already added here. I can try and I can show you how to add it. It's very straightforward. You click on add email address, you provide the name. So I have an example. I haven't tested this. So let's hope this ID works. Okay, let's try it. Then you have two choices. The reason you have two choices is the Gmail doesn't work directly with SMTP and IMAP. Even though they support IMAP and SMTP protocol, but they want you to generate something called app password. And we do have a guide for it. In case you don't know, in fact, Google also has a detailed guide of how to create an app password. If you have an app password, you can go here, you can provide the app password, click on add email, and done. Your email ID will be validated for SMTP in the backend. Your email ID will be validated for IMAP in the backend. So our system will only allow the email ID to be added if the credentials and the settings are correct. So in this case, I'm using a Hotmail ID. So I will choose uh, uh, the SMTP and IMAP thing, and half of the details I already filled. I'm just going to see if this looks correct. So it seems correct. And I'm just going to use the password. And then I'm just going to click on add email. I'm hoping this will pass. Okay, so it got added successfully. That means the system was able to verify correctly that the username, password, and all those things are correct for this one. So if I will see here, I should have somewhere. Okay, you see this? It got added. It has not sent any emails yet. It will start sending emails for warm up within 1 hour or so. So if you will go here, we have warm up config, and if you will look at here, by default we start with 28, 22 daily warm up email. That means this is the maximum amount of emails for warm up that will be sent by this email ID. Okay. And we will start with a single email first day. Second day, it will be sending 3 emails. Third day, it will be sending 6 emails. Fourth day, it will be sending 10 emails. So there is an algorithm in the backend which keeps on stepwise increasing the numbers for warm up email. Now, you might be asking, or you might be switching from other warm up tools. In that case, you don't want to go through the step up process because your email IDs are already warmed up. But remember, if 30 days have passed or 20 days, I will say if 20 days have passed without warm up or without an email volume, then you need to start your warm up from scratch, else your reputation will be damaged. So if you are migrating or moving from other warm up platform, you just need to tick mark this. When you tick mark this, we won't use the step up process. We will directly use the numbers that you are providing here. Plain and simple. So if you are providing here 22 emails, from the first day itself, it will start sending 22 emails. That is why we have this highlighted in red. You only use this setting when you are moving from a already warmed up email address from a different tool. So this one is pretty easy. This one is in case you want to warm up a uh, tracking domain, and we will get to that in a minute, how tracking domain looks like, so on and so forth. In case you want to use tracking domain in your cold mails, this is where you set it up. You just provide one CNAME record, point your subdomain to this one, and then you click on add. We will take care of generating your SSL certificate and so on and so forth. Lastly, in the warm up, you can also select which days you want to warm up so that we can make the warm up process as humane as possible. And I'm telling you, even the most advanced tools doesn't have configurable days for warm up today. Okay, you can go ahead and check it. They don't have most of the tools. So this makes the system way more natural, because a lot of folks will almost never send the email on, say, Saturday or Sunday. So you can configure that. Which days you want to send, which days you don't want to send. Based on your routine, you can set it. So that is all about warm up. And after 24 hours, you will start to see stats. So this is how the stats look like. So we, unlike other platforms, we show you how many emails were responded, how many emails were sent, how many were received by this email ID. Received in the sense, other warm-up email IDs in the pool has sent emails to this particular email ID. So how many emails it has received from the warm-up pool, how much it has sent, how much it has replied, and how many of them landed in spam. So success percentage here means, out of, for example, if this Rami at statusverify.com, suppose this one has sent 100 email IDs, 86 has successfully made to the inbox of other warm-up email IDs in the pool, but 14 of them have landed in spam. That is what the success percentage means. If you want to do cold mailing, then we advise you should wait till your success score is 90% or more. Then only you should use that email ID in the cold mailing system. And if you want to disable the warm up, it is as simple as marking it as inactive. Or if you want to ramp it down, that is also very easy. You click here and you just reduce the number to, let's say, 1. That's it. So it will send, and then you update it. Basically, what it will do is, next time the cycle reset, and there is a reset that happens every 24 hours. Next time the reset happens, it will pick the new numbers. So from tomorrow, it will send a maximum of only one warm-up email ID using this mail. That's it. So you can ramp it down anytime you want. The reason this is configurable is because a combination of your cold mail plus your warm-up email should not exceed ideally 50 or 60, because other receiving email service providers behave very differently. When the email volume is more than 50, then they again behave differently when the email volume is outside 100, and then beyond that, it's a different story. So we advise not to exceed your warm-up plus cold mailing campaign more than 50 per day, per email per day. And of course, you should not exceed more than 3 email IDs per domain. In fact, we have a limit that you can create only 10 maximum email IDs on a domain. The reason we have that limit is because there is almost no way you should be doing cold mailing more than 3 email IDs, let alone we have a limit of 10 email IDs per domain. If you're doing that, then that basically means either you are trying to spam or you really don't care about the reputation of your domains. That will eventually lead to our IPs having issues, which we don't want. So this is all about warm up. To start a campaign, you just need to go here and let me show you how simple it is. This is stupid. This is, I mean, this would be the easiest thing you will ever see on how to set up a campaign. Basically, you just go here, create a campaign name. Suppose I'm going to, or let's set it to demo. If you have an external webhook, suppose you have an external CRM where you want to track, you suppose you don't want to track these things within Mystrika, because a lot of folks that we talk to that use cold mailing on a regular basis like that, they want to track which folks opened the email. They want to track it to external CRM, who replied to that mail. They want to track it in the external CRM. What was the reply email? They want to track to external CRM, and so on and so forth. So for that, you can provide the external webhook URL, and whenever there is a tracking activity which we are tracking for any campaign mail, we will provide that info to your external CRM, and you can start logging it. So I'm not going to set target niche and location. I'm not going to set external webhook URL, and I'm going to save it. So it will create a campaign called demo C, and then you can start adding your email sequence. So you have email sequence, you have leads, and you have settings. We will talk about them one by one. So for this, we need to upload a CSV file, and this is how the CSV file looks like. Okay, so basically full name and email ID is a must, because I mean, if you're not providing an email ID, where will you be sending your campaigns to? So email ID is a must, and we expect a full name column. Even if that column is empty, we need that column. And I will talk about that in a minute, why we need that column. So full name, email ID, and you can have any number of parameters after that. That means you can have company, you can have first liner, you can have anything. Any columns we support. You just provide that column name, you can start using that column name. But these two are mandatory columns. So I have a CSV, I'm just going to upload it here. So okay, so it should upload the CSV file. So it has uploaded 3 rows, and when you will refresh this, you will see the actual rows there. So let's start with adding the email sequence. Suppose I want to the most misused email opening line in cold mailing is quick question. So let's start with quick question, and then this is how we use the parameters. So what it will do is, you provided a full name column, right? So we take the first name and we will put it in F name. If you want to use the full name, you can use the recipient column instead. If you want to use the last name, you can use the L name instead. Okay, so we have a couple of variations that you can use. And if you will see the CSV file, I provided the company name, right? So I can use the company column as well. Now, you might say that you have a couple of leads where you don't have a first name, right? Very simple. So in that case, we provide additional parameters here. So you can use something like there. Okay, so it will make much more sense when I type it here. So I'm going to just start with spin text, because spin text is very important in cold mailing. And then I'm going to provide first name. Now suppose the first name is not there. Now it won't look good, right? High space and then comma. So what you can do is first name, you can use there. What it will convert to is, it will randomly choose the value of either hi or hello. And then it is going, oh wait, I forgot the pipe sign here. So it will randomly put the value of hi or hello. And after that, it is going to use the variable first name. If it is not able to find the variable value for first name, it is going to use the text as hi there. So this one will eventually mean either hello there, or it will mean hi there, or it will mean hi Abhi, or whatever the name of the prospect is. It will dynamically fill it. And then you can provide the values here, whatever you want to write in complete email. You can use a randomizer anywhere you want. So the spintex will ensure every time you send an email to a new prospect, it will be new email. So the receiving ESPs would not be able to detect that you are sending a campaign. First thing. So I'm going to just type something nonsense. Okay, and I'm going to just type random tears cards, and then I might have different sending accounts might have different sending names, right? So I can just use the sender parameter here. So it will use the parameter of the name that you have associated with the sending email ID. And then suppose you want to create a follow-up email, right? You click here, you create a follow-up email. You can specify after how many days the email should be sent. So suppose the first email I want to send here, after 3 days I want to send a second follow-up email. So done. I can again same thing you can write here. You get the idea of what happens, and then I can specify another one here, and we support a total of 25 mail sequences in one campaign. This is as simple as that. Now of course you can delete it, and all modifications and all are possible. So we have uploaded the email sequence, we have uploaded the lead. Now comes the part of settings. So this will here, whatever email IDs you have marked active in the home tab, these will be available to be chosen. So basically these will become your sending email IDs. So suppose we uploaded the Hotmail one, right? So I'm just going to choose it. Of course you can select multiple as well. So I'm just going to choose one. And this is an important one because in the cold mailing world, uh, once you receive a reply, you ideally don't want to send them another email. You want to take it up manually, and then you want to send them a value added email, or you want to get them on a phone call or book a meeting or something like that. You want to take it up on a more manual effort rather than sending a follow up email. So you can tick by default, we have this open. So that means whenever the reply will be one of these leads will respond to those campaign emails, we will stop sending the next sequence. The sequence for them will end there. Open tracking is basically we will track if your prospect or your lead has opened your email or not. This also means we will track how many clicks your user has done if you have included a link, and so on and so forth. All these things are trackable and it works. Then we also give you the option of sending the email as text only. And this is important because text only emails have way higher deliverability rate compared to HTML based emails. We highly advise if you are testing something, open rates, click rates, and whatnot, you keep it closed. That means you send a HTML email, but once you have configured everything, you know this is your winning ad copy, winning email copy, and so on and so forth, you should turn it off. That means you should only send text emails when you are sending a campaign mail. That is the best way to do this. And after that, you can specify what will be the sending limit of this campaign and what will be the new leads that will be picked up every day, maximum picked up every day for this campaign. So basically, your sending for the campaign will be limited by the daily sending limit of your campaign, as well as the limit that you have on this sending email ID. That means, for example, you have sending limit of the campaign set as 20, but you have Alexis Miller sending limit, this email ID is sending limit set as 10. So the campaign will send only 10 emails per day. So to scale it up, you need to add another email ID here. As simple as that. So basically, the sending is limited by the number of email IDs that you are using for sending, as well as it is a combination of the max limit set on the campaign. And of course, then you can have your sending schedule as well for campaigns. Once all these settings are done, you can click on save, and your campaign has been saved. You can go back. It will be in draft state, and you can just click on this active, and it will start sending mails. Okay, I think it starts sending mail within half an hour or so on and so forth. It's very fast. So this is how you set up a campaign, and if you want to edit it, you want to change metadata and all, you can do it. If you will see how many leads are there, this column states if today's quota for the sending mails have been met or not, how many total emails have been set, how many bounces has happened, how many times the mails have been opened for this campaign, what is the reply number of replies that you have received, and so on and so forth. All these things are trackable. And of course, if you have specified a webhook, all this data is also sent on an individual level to your external CRM. And lastly, the most important part or the most interesting feature is the Unibox. Basically, Unibox is your one-time setup for everything, literally everything. So if you go here, all the emails that your prospects have written, you will see it here. But these will only track your campaign replies. Please don't expect us to track all your emails for all the campaigns, all the sending email IDs. The reason is it costs us storage, and we maintain a copy of it to make Unibox work. So we purposefully avoid reading any emails which are not related to the campaigns. We want to keep Unibox clean and clear. So only the replies that are done to the mails sent from Mystrika campaign are tracked in the Unibox. So for example, this is an email. Okay. And you can pause sending emails to this lead, you can delete emails from this lead, you can delete the lead itself, you can see which campaign it was coming from, and you can mark the lead as interested, closed, out of office, not interested, and so on and so forth. Basically, these are all the selectors. First three are email based selectors, last all are your lead based selectors, depending on what you have marked. And of course, if you will mark a lead as closed, out of office, wrong person, or not interested, we won't be sending them any emails at all from the campaign, even if you have not specified to pause the campaign, because it makes no sense, right? You have marked a lead as closed, that means you have already closed that prospect for a meeting, or you have got them on a subscription, or whatever you wanted to do, whatever you wanted to achieve. If the lead is out of office, there is no point in sending a next follow-up email. If you have marked a lead as a wrong person, we are not going to send them mails, and same goes for not interested. So that's pretty much what Mystrika is all about.
Okay, that is very fast and very sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, please ask your question so that we can actually get Abhishek to answer that. That will be more interesting. Let me. Wait, why my photos and your is up? Okay, let me do that. Yeah, I pressed the wrong button. Okay, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we have few questions already. Let me try to do it now.
Okay.
Okay, Rohani was commenting. So as you know, I already have a beta package, but I bought it as well. No, okay, thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ruhani has been very supportive with all the LTDs that we have brought.
Mhm.
So yeah, thanks a lot, man. And
But I noticed he make an AI photo of himself, which is look very young. Okay, this is a comment from Ruhani. Also need two-factor authentication for Gmail and G Suite, of course.
oh, actually, oh, correct. To generate the app password, Gmail and G Suite have this requirement that you need to use two-factor authentication, and then only you can enable the app password thing. It is their requirement.
But what, Abhishek, do you have any recommendation which authenticator to use? You know, because there are so many in the market. You know, for
Oh, actually, we are debating if we should build one because folks will be having 40, 50 email IDs in our system. And imagine if all of them have to maintain two-factor authentication. Imagine looking through your phone out of 50, okay, I need to log into this one. So at the end of the day, we want to make things convenient, right? So we are debating if we should make a two-factor authentication system in the Mystrika itself.
maybe you should, because I mean,
Yeah.
when the what they call users get many, you know,
Hmm.
as you say, this will stress out your system. You know, I mean, stress
Correct.
out your phone. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, Alexander, is there an email rotation, Unibox, applies, Spintex, and API? I mean, some of them have been answered.
Yep. So email rotation is already there, of course, because you can select which are the senders, right? So email rotation is already happening there. Unibox, I already showed. And Spintex is already there. API is not there yet, but we do have external webhooks. That means you can send the data out of Mystrika, but you cannot get the data in the Mystrika from an external system yet.
Okay, thank you.
Day night warm up configs are not available. Okay.
Okay,
Yep.
so I don't know who is this guy. I need to check. But anyway, guys, if you don't put your permission to wave video, I mean, your photo will be a blank. You know. Okay,
Aren't
Justin,
built. No,
you
okay.
just needed email warming until recently.
Yeah.
Okay.
And actually, if you will look at our plan with Mystica, I will tell you the main reason we built Mystica. We had a lot of folks that kept on misusing mutant mail for code mailing. We kept on telling it is not supposed to be used for code mailing. We warned a lot of folks, but we afterwards we just got tired because folks wanted to do cold mailing at a cheaper price, and there was no good LTD or no good SaaS available that will let you do that in a cheap price. That is the main reason we started with Mystrika. So we started with a cold mail tool, warm up tool, then we enhanced that into a full fledged cold mail tool.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, I believe yours is quite affordable, in that sense, So guys, I also actually have a what you call talk to this new mirror. New mirror has actually gracefully, give us a special code, extra 10%. This is called I think he didn't complete my name, it's supposed to be Albert Mistrika, but it's Albert Mistrika. So if you happen, you want to buy this, to get 10%, 10 more percent, use this code, Albert Mistrika.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just imagine the recent deal that went from LTD for email warm up. They were giving three warm up email IDs for $49. We are
Mhm.
providing you unlimited email ID for warm up. That itself is worth the tool's price. I mean, what more do you want from a on a LTD deal? Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, since we are in the competition, we are talking about competition, I
Correct.
mean, recently there is one that is called Sales Handy, and
Mm,
instantly, I mean, in AppSumo, but now I think they have, I mean, no more there. So
okay.
the one, I think Sales Handy is also completed. I mean, no more there.
Mm, mm.
So, I mean, Abhishek, can you tell us a little bit, on the comparison with you, with your
Yeah.
Mystica?
So basically, we are. I will tell very frankly, we are following into the footsteps of instantly. As simple as that. There is no two words about it. We are following what they have done it, and we have started by copying it. Down the line, there will be differences, but at the moment, we are at par with what features they are providing. Comparing to Cell Sandy, I will tell you upfront, the tool has been up for what, 3 years now. They still don't have Unibox. Our tool has been up for what, 1 month, 1.5 months. We
One
have
month.
Unibox, and because we understand, see, we keep on talking to all these coid email folks who use it, who use coid mailing for a living, and they absolutely told us that they cannot work with a coid mailing tool unless there is a Unibox, because they have 20, 30, 40, 50 email IDs they are sending from. How the heck they are going to keep tabs on them? So Unibox is a must for them. So that is why we left everything, all the features that we were trying to build for Mystrika, and we got down, we built the Unibox.
Okay, so I mean a lot of competition, but then
Yeah,
the choice is many, But then Mystrika is something that we know Abhishek as a founder. He has few others, launches. I mean, we know your what they call your background, your
yeah.
what they call support, that kind of thing. So let's see. Okay, SM Suja, is there any email verification option?
Okay, it doesn't have, and I will tell you very frankly, we don't want to build one. The reason is there are a lot of things that goes, very small things that goes into an email verification tool. For example, you compare most of the verification tool with the famous ones. You will see how many false positive and false email
Negative.
verification they gave. They give. The reason is even, see, there are very small, uh, uh, very fixed ways in which you can verify without sending an email if an email is valid or not. And the reason these famous guys like Never Bounce, million email verifications, and so on and so forth work so good is because so many people are using their system. So they maintain a cache of the email IDs on which they are serving you your request. So that is the reason their email verifications are so much more accurate, which of course a small tools cannot give you. So we don't want to go there. And bounce rate is a very important factor when you're doing a cold mail. If you're getting a bounce rate of more than 3%, your email ID is toast. More than 5%, your domain is toast. You cannot use that. Okay, so email verification, ideally, I don't. Uh, uh, at the moment, there is no plan to build it into Mystica.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense because why reinvent the wheel when some other people
Correct.
can do it better, at a cheaper price.
Correct. Oh, and actually, it doesn't cost much. If you will see, 5,000 email IDs verification costs you $15, $10, $15. It's not a lot of cost associated with um, email verification nowadays.
Mhm. Okay, let's move on to the next question. I think Unibox is there,
Yeah,
and IP rotation, of course, definitely is there.
yeah.
Okay, this is another interesting question.
Does it need to customize SPF? No, it doesn't. I will tell you why. Because we are not providing you a mailbox. Okay, you bring your own mailbox for sending email IDs. We will provide you a tool where you can do one click. We have that, and it will tell if you have a SPF and DMARC set up on your domain or on your email ID or not. But we cannot tell you what exact SPF or DMARC to use because you might be using email ID from your provider, from Google, Zoho, Hotmail, Yandex. We don't know where you will bring your email IDs from, and we support all of them. So it is up to you where you want to bring your email ID from, and that is where you need to configure your these email records.
Okay, let me. Next question will be from Ruhani. But, oh, I'm not sure what option is that. I mean, they just comment while you are talking. Okay, never mind. Let's move on. Okay, suppression list.
We don't have a suppression list yet, but we are keeping track of all the bounces. So we are going to introduce it soon.
I mean, that could be quite important, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Alberto saying is quite straightforward. Yes, they are straightforward. I mean, Abhishek built SaaS that is straightforward and easy to use, simple to use, and most important is affordable.
Let's just say we haven't seen a downtime just yet.
Okay, this question by Zhao.
Okay, I have sent change posting to one of them to change the SMTP ports. Would that affect? Yes, it will. So the reputation of a domain or an email ID is based on multiple factors. The first one is your domain, and that is the most important factor. But apart from domain, your IP address and your email ID also affects your reputation. So since you have changed your provider, you have changed your IP, and so it needs to go through warm up again.
Same for, I mean, if you change the email service, email provider as well, for example, you change from Vibao to MailChimp, so please
Yep,
remember that.
but if you change from a major provider, for example, from Gmail to Zoho, you will not need a warm up because the IP from which they will be sending will already be warmed up. They will be sending 20,000 emails per day across all the accounts, different customers. So these might not need a warm up, but a normal small providers you will need a warm up.
Okay, understand. Any thoughts on WordPress integration?
Uh, you will have to elaborate on that, Alberto. What
Yeah, why
you
do
need
you
us?
need to
Uh,
go into WordPress? This is a
uh,
SaaS. Unless you have some integration directly into your WordPress site, Yeah,
yeah,
Alberto,
I
just
mean, I mean, if you want us to build a incoming hook for a campaign, we can definitely look at that. But I believe if someone is sending you a lead from WordPress, you should use a email marketing tool rather than using a cold mailing tool because that user has already given you consent.
okay. So this Rohani is talking about, yeah, of course. Yeah. Okay, Charles.
Yes. And actually, I am a big advocate of Zoho because of the recent change of G Suite that has created and disrupted your cold mailing industry. So at the moment, best choices are either Office 365 or Zoho, and both of them works completely fine with Mystica. In fact, our 35% warm-up email pool consists of Office 365 IDs that includes Hotmail, Office 365, paid accounts, and so on and so forth. 35% of our warm-up pool.
Actually, what is the reason why, I mean, Google stopped that,
Oh, see, warm up is a very interesting topic, right? See, the way the warm up works is basically the emails will be sent from one account to another account, and then artificially, those if they landed in spam, they will be moved out of spam, marked as important, and then after a few hours, a response will be made on that email ID to go to the first one. Okay, that is how basically simulating a human behavior of email receive and send, receive and reply. That is what happens. So eventually, if you would think at a scale of Google and so on and so forth, what it is doing is they are stressing out their system unnecessarily. For example, you have for example, you have a need of sending only 20 email IDs, but then you will end up sending 50 warm-up emails and 10, 20 of your own email IDs, 70 email IDs, 50 of them are just stressing the system for no use. I believe that is the reason Gmail has finally decided, or Jesus has finally decided to crack up on cold mailing systems.
Yeah, maybe times is bad for them.
Yeah. There is no doubt about that.
I mean, we know that big techs and those giants are actually retrenching a lot of people, including Facebook, Google,
Correct.
Microsoft, that kind of thing. So
Yeah, and then there is Chat GPT, which is burning a fire inside their company. So
Okay, guys. Before we go to the next question, I would like to you guys to pay attention to this because this is to affect your chances of winning. So this is the form that you need to participate. Fill up the form, and your name will be taken into consideration. So this is the form, and I will just continue with the ticker so that you can actually see that. So please do that. I will continue with the question.
Okay.
Okay, Ruhani was sarcastic, say Google lost 100 million, 100
Yeah.
billion. I mean,
Yeah.
because of that stupid chat.
Yeah. I mean, they made a demo in mistake. If company like Google can make a mistake in the demo, then anyone can.
Yeah, I mean, since yesterday or so, the Bing make a stupid mistake as well because I know ask somebody to, I mean, the divorce or whatever, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's a bit too far, Gary.
Correct. Correct. Yeah. It is still early. Mm.
Okay, like plan.
Yeah, I think he's talking about Zoho Lite. I
Mhm,
believe Lite plan does allows SMTP and IMAP, and it costs you $12 uh, per email address, uh, uh, per domain per email address.
mhm,
Uh, I remember it because we use it ourselves.
mhm. Okay, Ruhani, you are teasing me. You know how old am I, so don't worry. I'll just keep quiet. Okay, so this is a
Yeah.
statement by Ayman. Okay, I don't know what you want to hear that, maybe you can just
Elaborate on that, yeah.
Okay, Lawrence. This question is by Lawrence.
From yes, it does. I mean that is the main goal of warm up, right? It needs to save from a spam folder, move it into your normal folder, and after a few hours, it will move it to a separate folder, which Mystica creates, so that and let me tell you what exactly a warm up process is. What happens is a email is sent from your email ID to other email IDs in the warm up pool. So that email when it is and its content will be curated or written by Mystica. No one else can make a modification to the content of a warm up email. So you are in completely safe hands. What it will do is email is sent. Now that when that email is sent, it can either land in the inbox of a other email ID on the warm up pool, or it can land in spam. If it landed in spam, it will be moved out of a spam into the inbox on that warm up email ID. And after some time, it is randomized, so it can be anywhere between 15 minutes to few hours. It will moved out of inbox into a special folder that Mystica creates. Same goes with the sent emails. You will not see the sent emails after few hours, as those sent emails will be moved into a special folder. We want to keep your inbox clean as much as possible of warm-up emails, but we need to leave it those there for few hours so that it feels more humane. So it's a receive and send system, right? Receive, reply, and send system.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Jia was asking this question, just now.
Correct, 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 correct. The my email is uh, okay,
Blacklist.
yeah, so that's pretty easy, man. There are so many tools, free tools, where you can just provide your domain or your IP, and they will tell you if those domains or email IDs are blacklisted in the major blacklist, email blacklist, or not. Very easy. You just need to take IP, plug it in those free SaaS, and you will see the result.
Okay, thank you. How
For
to use
non-custom,
non-custom mail ID, right?
so that it was we support. See, we support Gmail, we support Hotmail. If you want, see, I don't personally advise to use personal email IDs for void emailing. But if you are on a budget, don't want to use domains or custom domains to send emails. You can very well use Gmail or Hotmail to warm up or send emails as well. We have no restrictions on what kind of servers or email IDs you want to warm up on Mystrika. Absolutely no restrictions unlike other platforms. Only thing we restrict is you should not exceed more than 10 email IDs on a custom domain. That is the only restriction that has been placed.
Actually, why you restrict 10? Is it a
Uh,
industry practice or what?
no, industry practice is only 3 email IDs per domain.
Okay.
Okay, we have given 10 because you might have teammates which need it. But what happens is if you're sending a lot of cold emails from one domain, especially if more than five, there is you will see some of your prospects will always mark your emails as a spam, right? There's no doubt about it. So what will happen is it will all accumulate on your domain level. First, it will accumulate on the email ID level, then it will start that bad reputation will start accumulating at the domain level, and then reputation of that domain will burn out. So it will become unusable. It doesn't matter how much time you warm up that domain, its reputation will take almost 8-10 months to recover. That is why that is why it makes absolute no sense to have so many email IDs warming up on a domain. And this is also to ensure our warm up pool doesn't get tainted, because I have talked to previous LTD founders which have provided email warm up, and folks literally have created A001 at something.com, A002 something.com to A999 at something.com. Okay. So there are literally folks who try to game the system that bad, and there is no point in doing that. See, at the end of the day, a warm up is as good as the quality of your warm up pool. So you need to ensure the quality of warm up pool is really good. Today, we have more than 2,500 email IDs in our warm up pool, which is more than enough to get you a decent reputation.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, let me project this up. Rohani is helping us to. I mean, this
Correct.
LD. I mean, this URL. For checking the backlist. So guys, you can actually use that. Thank you, Rohani. Okay, Rohani make a statement. The tool is maturing well. More professional reports. I mean,
We have actually a lot more data in the backend, but we need to build a UI to generate those reports. Okay, we are actually tracking and maintaining report for who opened that mail, at what time those mails were opened, what time the emails were clicked. We have all those records. We just need time to build a UI where these reports will be seen in a much better way. So for now, you get an aggregated report, but we do have collect data, and we will be collecting and keeping this data for 90 days for now. We might increase it in future, but the idea at the moment is to keep this data for 90 days, running 90 days. So yes, you will be getting more detailed report in future.
okay, that's good. Let's move to next question by Steve Wessler.
Okay, will it help warm up email to the same server? Yes. Yes. Why not? I mean, we don't do a check on the IP address actually. We have not we are not restricting you by IP address, but we do expect you to have invested significant amount in custom domains. If you are serious about warming up or sending up cold emails, that is why we have restrictions of 10 email IDs per domain.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, this is the last, not last question, last statement. So
Okay.
okay, Rohani, maybe I should use AI to generate some young photo of me so that to satisfy you. Okay, jokes aside, guys, I think we have answered most of the question. If you still have any question you want to ask, please do so. And maybe let me put this down.
Mhm. Oh, by the way, I'm seeing lots of sales thread going on in LTD wide regarding cold mailing nowadays. Since we brought up Mystrika, there is a sharp increase in the selling thread, man.
Okay, guys. While you're talking to Abhishek, let me share my this screen first.
Mhm.
Hold on, I need to put in my views of name.
Okay.
So if you have not participated in the form, please do so now. I'm going to get the form now. Okay, let's do it. So today we have three prizes, three LTD code to be given away. Let me share my screen.
Oh, by the way, folks, if you have not joined our community, please do that because we want to start a code mailing series where we will tell you from scratch how to start doing code mailings if you have been on fence about it.
Yeah, before we spin the wheel, I think this is an important question. I mean, Charles, you have been talking in our group, and
Uh-huh.
code stacking. So Abhishek, please consider that, because a lot of agencies actually wants more. I mean, one more limits.
Yeah, so we see we need to maintain a balance between a LTD and on the subscription side. So we are still debating what will be a good limit that we can give to the LTD community, but not a major or unlimited sort of contacts, so that eventually when they grow, they could switch to MRR side. So we are still debating on what that number would be. That is the reason we have not come up with code stacking.
Okay. Yeah. Well, maybe give Abhishek a few more weeks. While get the thing running. Then we will decide. He will
Uh,
decide. Okay, guys.
well, how about this? You guys make a poll and tell me a number which is not unreasonable, and we will take it under advisement.
Okay, that is a good idea. But actually, what's the name? Charles actually suggested, the three tier, similar to, I think, instantly, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. All right. Well, that is not bad. We can definitely consider doing that.
Okay, guys, don't repeat the names, because we are going to check that. I mean, I know you are not purposely doing that. Sometimes you
Yeah.
thought that the form is submitted, but it's not submitted. That kind of things. Okay, guys, we have 29 names. We're going to spin three times, and we hope that the best guy will win. So let's do that. First name will come out now.
All right. We have our first winner.
Anglican Walker. Okay, so are you there? If you're there, just type your name so that we know who you. I mean, you're actually there to claim your prize. Okay, Anglica, are you there? Yeah, you
Tick
might have.
tick one. Tick tick two.
I mean, yeah, come on. So if you're not there, then we have to spin again. So I mean, sometimes this happen.
Yeah, it definitely does. I'm actually surprised that no one has said that they've missed you have missed their name.
I mean, this happen. Okay, yeah, you are here. So congratulations. Let me spin the second time. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Oh, Steve. Yeah, you
Oh
might.
wow, that was a close one. That was a real close one.
I mean, a lot of people always complain, why is missed by a hairline? Okay, Steve, are you there? Steve Bessler. I think he should be here. I think he asked some question, no? I'm not wrong.
Yep, he did. He did. He did.
Yeah, Robert Yan. Sorry, very close. Okay, Steve, type your name. Your name is not. I'm here. Okay, anyway, congratulations. So let me remove your name. So this is the last one.
Mhm.
Shuffle again. We hope the best guy will win. Let's go. Jadip.
All right.
All right, Jadip from India. So Jadip has been on a winning streak. If I'm not wrong. He won quite a number.
Oh, well.
I mean,
Lucky days.
yeah. Abhishek, you also, last time you keep on winning. You remember?
Yeah, I do. I do. I generally come to giveaways and sit on the other side just to check my luck if it is going on the good side or the bad side.
Okay, guys, these are the winners. So Anglica, Steve Bachelor, Jadip, so I will do an announcement and tell you how to claim the prize. So let's remove this screen and get back to here. Okay, hold on. I need to check why. Okay, we are almost at the end of this webinar and hope that you enjoyed that. Okay, I see some question again. So let's see, is there any other question? Oh no, these are all congrats.
Uh,
Okay, guys.
well,
So
welcome to Mystica, folks.
mhm. So if you like this Mystrika, you can always buy it. Now. Don't wait until the last moment. And it's available in this deal mirror, because deal mirror actually give a special 10% discount. And I will just project it up, again, so that you can know what is the code. I cannot find the code. Okay, this is a code, no? ALBE Mystrika. So guys, so okay, before we end, maybe I would like to show this video to you guys. I actually shown to Abhishek just now, so he was laughing.
Are you tired of spending hours on email outreach and lead generation only to receive low response rates and limited results? Do you struggle to find the time to focus on closing deals and growing your business? We understand your challenges, and that's why we created Mystrika, the ultimate artificial intelligence powered sales acceleration system. Our platform streamlines your sales process with personalized email outreach, automated follow up, and sales automation, freeing up time and resources for you to focus on what truly matters, closing deals and growing your business. With Mystrika, you'll benefit from AI automated warm up to build your email reputation, personalized email outreach that increases open rates and response rates, automated follow up for leads that don't convert immediately, sales automation that streamlines your sales process, freeing up your time to focus on what truly matters. Don't let sales processes hold you back. Try Mystrika today.
Okay, thank you guys. So this is actually done by PPO. So I mean, so far I think we have tried it out. So it's quite impressive. So that's it. So let me check. Another question. Not question. Ruhani, why is the lead is out of sync? Yeah, I think could be Facebook delay, but when I see it on our screen, it's actually no delay. So, but maybe when it travel some other places, it could be some delay. Okay, guys, thank you for coming, and we hope that everybody enjoy and have some information, some background information about these new tools and what it can do. And I believe that this is something that is worth looking at. So with this, I will say thank you again, to Abhishek. Abhishek, you have any other thing to tell?
Uh, no, I think pretty much that's it.
Okay, guys, that's all we have. If you don't win today, don't worry. You have two more chances. In the Facebook comment post. Go to our official discussion thread. Do your comments. Ask questions, suggestion, or whatever. You may be the lucky winner. With that, we'll say goodbye and thank you everyone and good night. Abhishek, thanks again.
Yep. Yep. Bye bye.
Bye bye.